And to think it all started with a fucking kissing booth.
Gotta be fucking kidding.
Here's the first movie.
Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Peel that pig and slice him thick.
The body count is always bigger.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
And the fucking trees walked in those movies.
Hi, doggy.
What a story, Mark.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Life moves pretty fast.
If you want your sequel to become a franchise.
37 dicks.
In a row?
I'm your number one fan.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Marathon Me with your hosts
Kane.
And Rhys.
and guest starring Charli.
For the last time.
For the last
She
time.
is no longer welcome back.
We are
never coming
dropping
back.
her from this, man.
God.
Wait, let's just consider these episodes experimental podcast segments.
Yeah.
Experimental podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I love that your opening sounded like you were about to do like a makeup tutorial, like a story, or like
That
a
is
story
so funny.
time.
Imagine me doing a makeup tutorial.
Oh my lord, I'd pay to watch that.
I would too. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know how to do that. Wow, I'm such a pick-me-girl.
I'm so different.
I'm so
I'm so different. Oh my god.
I like that it'll be refreshing though, because this is our 60th episode ever.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
after,
really?
Yeah, after listening to 60 episodes of Marathon Me, and then you just randomly get an introduction. Hey everyone, welcome to Marathon Me.
Finally, the audience
So it's like, welcome to Disney Channel.
Finally, the audiences have got what they wanted after 60 episodes. A woman introducing the show. Finally. Did we ever get like our other guests to like introduce the episodes that they
No
were in?
way, they're not allowed.
Yeah,
They weren't
exactly.
allowed.
Charlie.
I'm
gets
not
special
invited
billing.
back, but
Yeah.
I did get to do this.
We decided to be nice, but yeah, you're not welcome back.
I'm
Fuck out of
special.
here.
And she's
Yeah,
here.
yeah, in
she's
some
here
ways.
to introduce a very, very special episode. It's our Kissing Booth 3 podcast,
Yes.
finalising the entire Kissing Booth franchise.
Thank
and
God.
we're also gonna combine this with the review and ranking because
Yeah.
there's no overview. We don't have to talk about the extended media
extended lore.
the comic books, the Kissing Booth comic books
the-
that exist.
It's so
the
strange.
video games and
I
everything.
feel like we've
Yeah.
talked about these movies so much, but also haven't talked about anything that happens.
Well, I mean,
in
That's the beauty
it's
of Marathon
very,
Me.
No, it's very indicative of these movies where there's a lot of stuff happening, but also nothing as well. Nothing of
Yeah.
of sustenance, you know.
It's a man flailing his hands around, making noise, going ooh ooh ooh, but there's no brain there.
Yeah, exactly.
No brain.
Exactly.
Nothing in the noggin.
Ridiculous. The fact that I remember when I heard that they were making a third Kissing Booth movie, I didn't even know a second one was already out. So when I heard about that, I lost my shit. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Kane got so excited, he lined up at Netflix's office to try and ask them if he could see it early.
I did. I actually did. I got to meet Jacob Elordi and all that. First thing I said to him, I was like, hey man, big up Nate Jacobs, man. Big fan.
Have you
Yeah.
seen... Oh, you probably haven't, because you haven't watched all the horrible movies that exist. But
Oh, we'll see.
they made a live-action movie of Monster High recently.
I have heard about that. I've had one of your friends fucking suggest that I watch that, and I'm like,
I'm pretty sure that friend was me.
and I remember and I said to her, and I was just like, why would I go out of my way to watch that? Like, why would I watch it by myself?
Because it's iconic.
I don't-
And because they just renewed it for a second one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great.
I hate that I watched the trailer and went, I could watch this.
What is wrong with you?
You absolutely could.
Well, Charlie,
if you can watch this,
Charlie, were you the
can
one that
watch that.
suggested the movie to Rhys? Did you tell him
Probably.
to watch the
No,
trailer?
Patrick is a big fan.
Oh my god, Patrick, I
God.
fucking love this man.
Oh, Patrick, no.
He's iconic. I
He is
love
iconic. He's a blessing, that man.
I think that the listeners do deserve to hear a bit of the trailer of Kissing Booth 3.
Very
not
true.
of freaking Monster High.
Yeah, no, very true. Very
I
true.
guess. I imagine you actually play that instead.
Welcome to Monster High.
Oh shoot, I'm late!
Name's Frankie, pronouns they, them. Claudine, she, her. There's also that. How can you tell if they're home? Maybe we knock.
Never knock on a closed coffin.
Good morning. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sunshine.
What?
It's our beach bucket list. A long time ago, Lee and I put together a list of all the crazy things we wanted to do together before going to college. You get arrested for that one.
Yeah, no, we actually could.
But when you decide to escape reality, eventually you're gonna have to come back to it. I have to pick a school and make one of my 2 favorite people very unhappy.
We need your decision by tomorrow.
but I wasn't ready to say goodbye. It was our last summer together, and I was gonna make it count.
So the initial thoughts that I have from the Kissing Booth 3 is that it feels the most like franchise DLC rather than anything.
Oh, definitely.
It feels like the Summer House expansion.
It feels like the American Pie 2 of this series. Because American Pie 2, as we stated, like, just things are happening during a summer break in a beach house, and they're, like, gonna make the best summer ever. That's what they did in American Pie 2, and that's what they did in this. This movie ripped off American Pie 2, the worst out of all the mainline American Pie films.
I feel like they've done that in another franchise, but I can't think of
no,
what it was.
they definitely would have, yeah. There's so many franchises that have
It's very
done that.
common.
That's like a franchise trope, is that it's like, let's get our characters, throwing them in like a summer camp or like a summer resort or something.
Yeah, well,
like
I mean,
that.
I remember like
in High School Musical.
Yeah, I remember.
And High School Musical, the musical, the series. Yes, guys, I've also watched that.
Oh god, I remember they did that with Hotel Transylvania 3, where they're on like a holiday cruise, and I'm like, that looks
they do it all the time.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I love that.
It's the easiest way to like mix up the world, right?
Yeah.
It's the characters that you know and love, but they're on holiday now.
Yeah, it's like, why would I want to watch these assholes go on holiday? I want to go on holiday.
It's almost like a Christmas special.
Yeah, a little bit, except I like Christmas specials, except for all the parts where all the family are happy and together.
Did you watch the Guardians of the Galaxy one?
No, I have not yet.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Is it
Did
good?
you?
I did not.
What is wrong with you people?
It look.
Actually, no, that's a good point. Why would I watch
I'm
it?
sure
It would actually be good.
Look, I'm sure it's fine because like I trust James Gunn to make, being the only one to make good MCU movies nowadays. But like I don't have Disney Plus. I don't like Disney Plus really that much.
Fool. Kevin Bacon slayed.
I'm sure he did. Well, he got slayed in one of our earlier episodes that we are talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness me.
see? Look at my sharp
everything
wit.
comes around.
I do love Kevin Bacon, and I have a close friend of mine that I used to work with at JB Hi-Fi named Dylan, who has such a Kevin Bacon look to him. It's great.
He does.
Actually, no, I totally see that for him.
Totally does.
Yeah.
That's actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know, like iconic even, like bloody hell.
The reason that I wanted to propel myself away from the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is that it just, to me, oozed of the smell of content. Like, it didn't feel like a film.
Oh, it's just a way of making money.
Just a way of, like, filling up slots on Disney+.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We've already... we don't need to get into more of the Disney Plus bitching. We've already bitched plenty about that, Rhys.
I was initially interested in the Kissing Booth 3 when this film started. You know why? You know why?
Why?
Tell us.
They started very quickly honing in on the theming of this movie, as the main crisis is the summer house leaving and being sold, right?
Yeah.
And this is perfect symbolism that acts as like that pretty much is like acting as these teenagers having to move on.
Yeah, a metaphor of them moving on from their past lives and their childhoods.
So cliche.
Well, look, I like those storylines. I just wish it was covered in a better. I just wish I could be watching a better movie tackling that same thing. You know?
And like how the whole thing is about like the fear of losing this house, where you're not really like afraid of losing the house.
You're afraid of losing the memories and the experiences.
No, you're afraid of losing the people that are
that
yeah,
too.
no.
Kane, you are fucking wrong.
Shut up.
You're afraid of losing the people that are connected to this house, because they all know it's the last week of summer, right? Or the last couple of weeks of their summer. Their summer before college. They know that all of the people.
3 months actually. It's the whole summer.
Oh yes, the summer. I forget that American
It's the whole summer. 3 months.
Ridiculous.
So it's a long time, but it's their last summer break before they're all splitting up to go to college. And like that's the thing that's in Elle's brain, is she knows that she has to leave someone. She has to leave Noah, or she has to leave Lee. And that's what it's all about. And I like that was at least there the entire time.
Yeah, like that's nice and all, but it kind of got overshadowed by them using the plot trope that I fucking despise, where it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go into college with my best friend. Oh no, I have to choose between 2 colleges. Oh no, what am I gonna choose? And then my friend will be all upset because I'm not going with him. Fucking who cares? Fucking hell, I hate that trope so much.
I think it must be an American thing, because it seems like so much more of a commitment going to college, because you move into state and all those sort of things.
Yeah.
You're moving out for 4 years.
Yeah, basically.
Like, this is going to be your home for 4 years.
Yeah,
and,
it's insane.
Like, it makes perfect sense why that's such a big decision. But at the same time, you're just like, okay, Al. You either choose your best friend or you choose your boyfriend, and then she doesn't even end up choosing either of these schools. She chooses another random one. So she chooses not to get rid of one friend, but to get rid of both.
Yeah, might as well.
Fucking fool.
And this is great. When they did that, I was so happy that they did it.
Well, no, because like, it'd be too easy to, like, have her go one or the other and all that. It's nice that she kind of chose her own path, kind of reflecting back to the first movie that you stated, Rhys.
Exactly.
Where, like, instead of being dictated by the boys and people in her life, she's making her own decisions and all that.
Molly Ringwald finally tells her, what do you want?
Yeah.
Not what does Noah want of you, what does Lee want of you, what do you want of yourself and of your life? And that feels like something that I talk to so many friends about and always ask, or even like reflect on myself as well, being like, hey, wait a minute, what do I actually want in this situation, not what other people want of me? And that's a really important thing that I think that gets lost when you want to please everyone. And that's sort of like Elle, as much as she like screws over herself and everyone in her life, she does it because she is a people pleaser and she doesn't want to disappoint anyone, but then you can't please everyone and it does come all crumbling down eventually.
I do think that this is where I think differently, where, like, if they've spent the whole movie, like, well, really, she chose Harvard, like, in the beginning, and then she was like, oh my god, but Berkeley, blah, 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 blah. Lee, I want Lee so badly, blah, blah, blah. But I just think that it feels like a waste of a movie to me. It feels like they've spent this whole movie, like, not sure what she wants to do, this one or that one, and then she picks a new one at the end. It kind of feels like you've just made the whole movie irrelevant. That's how I feel at the end of it.
I don't feel like that because I feel like that it's like the answer has been under our nose the entire time.
Oh yeah, you could absolutely like predict that she's not going to go to either of these schools. Without a shadow of a doubt, you can within the first 2 seconds of it starting.
And like the events that go that like she goes through the duration of the film is her like being able to let go and go, you know what? These people are still important parts of my life, even if I don't go with them. That's why the movie, that's why there is a purpose for this film.
Like she's got to form her own path and all that, and that's why she chooses like the different different college and all that.
And it's also like throughout the film, all of the parallel storylines that there are here, which is only like 3. Which,
this
so
movie
good.
is mercifully less
bloated. Maybe 5, to be honest.
Less bloated. This one felt less bloated. This one did not feel as much of a drag, mainly because we were shit talking the film the entire way through.
This is a pretty fun viewing.
See,
definitely.
We were talking shit the whole time, but like, I think that this movie was harder for me to watch than the second one, even though it was shorter, like sort of by like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
okay,
20 minutes.
That's
that
a
counts.
lifetime apparently in this universe. But I just think that this movie just felt like there was so much nothing happening. Even in the second one, there is so much happening, so many storylines, so much to keep up with, blah blah blah. At least then I have to mentally I have to be in to know where everyone is at throughout the movie. Whereas this one, nothing is happening.
Well, I mean,
I can tune out for the whole movie and it would make no difference to me.
Well, it's literally like the problem that we have with American Pie 2, where it's just things happening. It's just them summer shenanigans. Like, half the movie just centers on them just filling out this stupid bucket list. It's just like it's nothing.
Like, there are set pieces here that feel like it is just like to add color to it, like the fucking Mario Kart race.
Oh my lord!
Where
why?
This feels so inconsequential.
Yeah.
Totally. The only thing that really happens there is it sort of instills a little bit more competition between Noah and Marco.
Yeah, definitely.
Who Marco is back, and he is the most ham-fisted character in this. It's like, it feels so much just Marco enters room now and is like, "Hey, Elle, I like you," and she's like, "Oh no, I don't like you."
Yeah. But then continues to talk to him.
Yeah, then continues
to be his friend.
Literally.
And, one of the things that I hate most about this movie specifically is because she has cheated on Noah with Marco. That is fact. That is what happened.
Happens on TV.
This absolutely happened. There is no way around this. She is a cheating dirtbag.
We're all witnesses.
Yes,
yep, exactly.
we all know this happened. But then in this movie, she gets so annoyed that Noah is annoyed by this, that she's spending so much time with Marco. Like, he's completely justified. Noah, absolutely has every reason to not want her hanging out with this guy, alone, specifically would be a great idea. But anyway, it just feels so like a double standard. Like she just
Yeah, no,
she
I
can't
agree.
see what she's doing is wrong, and I'm like, you're literally an arsehole, and Noah is being the respectful
She
one.
has the goal to also get all like up in arms when Noah's like, "Hey, my Chloe's coming to stay with us for a little bit and all that,"
Yeah.
and then she has the goal to be like, "Oh, yeah, that's okay," like clearly not okay with it.
Yeah.
It's like, man, he didn't do anything with her.
Right, like when Noah, like when they're talking on the beach, and Noah is just like, "Well, I didn't kiss Chloe,"
Yeah.
and then
And it's like, yes.
and then
Yeah.
Al does that thing that she always does, and she runs away
Oh my
before
God,
ever
yeah.
actually talking about it. Like, dude, he just clocked you.
Yeah.
He is absolutely right. Okay?
L took one big fat L right.
Yeah, and then she ran away, and she still thinks that she's right. Like, what is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
like she is at the most like delusional in this movie, like just absolute villain in this movie. What about her like hating the stepmother in this movie?
Oh my God.
That's a
For
whole other
discernible
thing, man.
reason.
Oh my
my
god,
like-
she's such a pit.
Oh my, yeah, she is awful in this one. Absolutely horrendous.
Calling her dad selfish for moving on. It's been 6 years, and man, all these. Elle keeps on getting schooled at the beach here.
Yeah.
Like, in this film.
Yeah.
Because her and her dad have a conversation at the beach where Elle's crying, being like, "You're so selfish for having... like, trying to replace Mum." And he's like, "I have prioritized you and your brother for the last 6 years when I am mourning over your mother. This is the first thing I've done for myself." Elle is just about to go to college.
Yeah.
In like...
so you wouldn't even see her.
You wouldn't even
this
see
wouldn't
her,
affect her.
yeah.
And also, she's like basically 20 at this point, so it's like, bro, this does not affect you. Like, if my mum were to marry someone tomorrow, like, it wouldn't really affect me because I'm 22. Like, I don't care. That's like, you know, good on you. Go off, queen, like, kind of meme.
But like one thing that I sort of like about this thing is that it is one of the few things that she realizes and comes to terms with letting go of. Like every crisis
she
here
figures out she's in the wrong.
Yeah, and letting go of something that she's just been holding on to for too long.
Doesn't change the fact that she's still insufferable throughout the rest of this movie.
Yeah.
God,
She
that
at least-
Monopoly game was horrendous.
Oh my god,
Lord.
arguing about the frickin' piece.
Yeah.
Pieces, dude.
You know what? I never want to play.
This is my dog.
This is my piece. My mummy always gave it to me before she fucking croaked.
Can I tell it? Oh my god! Can I tell a funny story about like so?
Absolutely not.
In the no.
On the same page
Yeah,
as the race
no, for
hate.
real.
In the share house that I just lived in, the only real fight that I had with one of my housemates, with like the female housemates that I lived with, was the one night that we decided to play board game night.
Oh,
and
my
I think
lord.
that we played Trivial Pursuit, and the game did not finish because
Oh, wait, I think I was there for that.
because one of them, one of the players stood up, was like, "I don't even want to play anymore," and then just went upstairs into their
Oh, my
bedroom.
lord, I remember
We are
this.
adults living together, and that is what it always fucking happens, right? Board
Pictionary,
games,
huh?
No, we played Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, that was something else.
Listen,
Where did
bro,
I get
no.
Pictionary from?
Yeah, what?
You had
Wait,
Pictionary
what
on the
was-
brain.
what
Are you
was-
drunk?
What was Jacob's board game called?
The one that he made.
Yeah.
Jacob Land, I don't know.
I think it was. I think it's just called Jacob's Board Game.
No, we should just he should call it Jacob's Ladder.
Oh, he should
Because that game is a
should.
descent into fucking
Yeah,
madness.
It is.
For
It definitely is.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, board games really freaking tear people apart,
They do.
and we see it firsthand here with the dog. They didn't even start the Monopoly game.
I know.
And I thought there's a whole party going on at this house. Like there is like 1,000 people here,
And they're just gonna
they're just like,
play
you know what?
Monopoly.
Let's play Monopoly.
I'd kind of love that though. That'd be kind of something that I'd be really into. Is like a huge party, and like me and like say like Rhys, me, you, and a couple others. We're just in like a small room playing Monopoly. Like I think that's kind of a vibe,
Like
honestly.
she in the context of that, she absolutely would not be sitting down with her family at this party.
I wouldn't
Like,
play
it doesn't
Monopoly
really
with my
make
family at a
sense how
party.
she was there.
Ew.
Yeah, my family,
Family.
my
Family.
mum and my brothers. Ew,
Gross.
gross. Yeah, nah, cringe.
But with all of this letting go sort of stuff going on, I was really enjoying that because it was trying to say that like moving on is good, emotional, difficult, but fulfilling, and growth comes from
Yeah,
this.
that was like the one thing of like genuine like enjoyment I got out of this movie. I was like, hey, that's nice. I like that.
There's this scene with Elle walking through the summer house for what she thinks is the last time ever. And Charlie, I feel like you would have felt this before. Did you have those moments whenever moving house that you walk through your house for the last time, you know that you're going to walk through it for the last time, and you're soaking it all in going, wow, I am leaving and I'm moving on?
No.
Okay. I know the Kanes lived in pretty much the same house.
So,
entirely.
Yeah, I've lived. Yeah, the last time I moved house was when I was like 9 years old and all that, so I didn't really have that kind of moment.
So for my house, like
sorry.
Yeah, so I lived in Glenroy for most of my life. I think I moved to Nidri in maybe like...
What's the address? Just the...
Just dox yourself right now.
No, don't fucking
Yeah, cool, guys.
Were you actually going to? Oh my god.
No, I was gonna say Essendon. I'm like, no, the first house wasn't Essendon, it was still Nidri.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the Glenroy house, like, we moved out of there when I was like 15 or something. And this house was like the greatest house to ever live in as a child. Like, you had the pool and the hut and the blah blah blah. And it was so awesome. And leaving that house, going into adulthood, sucked. It wasn't like a moment where I was walking around and, oh my god, I have so many memories here and here and here. It was more me thinking like, oh shit, I'm like gonna live like my teens not here. Like, in terms of, because I live so far away from everyone else that lived at school, where like no one could drive at this point. So no one came over. I didn't get to live out my teen years at a cool house. Whereas that is what I was mourning, not the house itself and the memories I had already made there.
Yeah.
So that, I guess, is the difference. Whereas yours was that was your house your whole life, and, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened in that house.
I lived in the same house from when I was born to 19, and in that house, it was quite difficult to move, like, the moving process, because I just, like, kept on telling myself that, like, everything that has happened in my life, all my firsts and everything that I've known has happened here. This has been my home base. And I cannot picture a life without this being my home base. And I think we even had a moment, Charlie, where we hung out in the empty house with no furniture and just, like, lied down on my floor, like my bedroom floor, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that was like
I was watching you guys through the windows.
Oh, okay, awesome. That's when we moved out, because of all the predators.
The predators, wow, okay.
Yeah. And I think that was one of my best memories in that house. Like, us just being there without anything in it. Like, it felt so final.
Yeah, completely.
I feel like I had more of an emotional connection to your house, though, than mine. Like, because I spent my teen years there instead of, you know, at my Glenroy house originally.
Yeah, no, I get
Well, if we look at it and compare it to this situation, how we're analysing this house in the film, it's because... To be honest, gonna get real deep here.
Oh, here we go.
So, for people that don't know, Charlie was like my first ever real girlfriend and real love.
Disgusting.
And I think that
gross.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a time where Charlie says the same thing, but all good.
I thought you had a whole bit here.
But
I was just like, okay.
With your attachment to this house, it wasn't really the house. It was more what that meant and the connection to me in that house, right? Because this was past we being broken up, but that house was when we were together and when all of, like, these very powerful emotions were happening.
That does make sense, actually, in terms of... Because when watching this movie, I do not feel anything for these characters and what they're losing. I do not care. There's so much privilege they have beach house. At least $5 million beach house. I don't care that they're losing it.
I love that they were complaining about, like, you can't get rid of the beach house.
Idiots.
Like,
it's ridiculous.
The teens that have no right to dictate anything to do with this house, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even like Elle, that's like, no, it can't get given away. Elle, you're not even in this family.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You have no say.
Elle, you have your own father. You had your own mother. All right, this is not your family. Okay, like, my god.
No, so I didn't get it. I just didn't care about these characters and what they were losing.
No,
But when you say it like that, like, I have so many emotional connections to your house, and when we left it, or when you guys left it, like, that was like losing a little part of, like, my life.
Yeah.
So it's strange that I felt that with your house and not with mine. And I guess it's okay that they were upset.
She's gonna
I guess. Oh my god, I just immediately start crying. Oh my god.
I can see her eyes welling up. She's gonna start crying.
I love you so much.
Oh no. We'll be back after these messages, guys. Oh my god.
But like that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Is that it's like, it's not these objects that we get attached to. It's the meaning and connections that we sort of like. it's symbolism inside our own lives and inside reality. And I love that. I love having objects that really symbolize something that we put a lot of meaning into.
I agree with Charlie.
You also love me, and it was very, very difficult to leave.
Fuck that. No, I hate it. No, I hated that place. No, I love that place. I'm joking. But like, I do agree though with like the whole. I don't give a shit about these characters and like what they're going for, what they want and what they. I gave more so a shit about the idea about like the whole idea of like, you know, like, oh, letting go and all that, and it's okay to let go. I just didn't care about I connected more with the idea and the theming, not with the characters and what they were going through.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
I really thought that this scene was good of Elle going through the house, and it was almost like I was feeling, I think, I got goosebumps during this film.
You did tell me this.
Legitimate goosebumps.
It upset me.
You also did.
No, I got chills, but that was for, no, actually I did get chills. Okay, it was the same scene. I thought it was a different scene. My bad. I apologize. I will hand in my resignation.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I was just picking apart all the like recreations of their lives. I'm just like, that couldn't have happened.
Yeah.
This contradicts with everything I've seen so far.
Certified cap right there.
But yeah, so this scene is like effective in telling that, and I think I've sort of like felt Elle letting go. Mm-hmm. And then the following scene is Molly Ringwald about to sign off the house and sell it.
Oh my God.
And then decides not to. Like, it's a big satisfying, you know what? I'm not selling the house. But you just told... This film just told us the moving on is a good thing. That provides...
completely goes back on it.
Opportunity for growth.
It goes back on it. It's ridiculous.
Removes all of the growth.
So,
completely.
like, oh my lord, it's insane. Also, why is Molly Ringwald in these movies?
Great question.
Why is she in them? She's in like one scene in each movie.
I don't understand.
I like Molly Ringwald, don't get me wrong, but like, I just would rather see her in a good movie, you know?
I absolutely agree. But then, like, I don't really... Like, going back to that scene, and then the scene afterwards where Molly Ringwald, like, gets this photo that Elle has given her, and it addresses this note to Mom. Like, she just had all of these, like, fights with her dad about replacing her mom. Throughout the whole movie, about this stupid step chick, what's her name, Linda?
Oh, yeah.
And then suddenly she's just like, you know what? I've actually replaced my mom this whole time.
I've already replaced her.
It's actually Molly Ringwald.
Holy shit, I am a fucking hypocrite.
I'm actually mad that you have tried to replace Molly Ringwald, not my mom.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, but Molly Ringwald, like, I think that with, I don't know if you've seen He's All That.
I have seen He's All That.
Horrendous film.
Horrible. Dude, when I was watching that, I was getting my stomach waxed as well.
Oh my God,
that
why?
was
I didn't
painful.
know.
Well, I'd never been waxed before, and it was...
Why would you wax during a film?
Because I'm not fucking paying attention to He's All That starring Addison Rae.
Well, then why'd you have it on?
Because funny.
It
also because I really wanted to watch the movie. I just wanted to do something else while watching it.
What's her face from the original one? She's All That.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name right now.
Oh, no, I don't remember her name.
Shit, I can't remember. It's Rachel something.
Rachel, not Rachel Weisz. Rachel... no, I don't
remember. And the guy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. The Matthew Lillard, yeah.
Yeah. So both of them were in He's All That. And I don't think it's because... like, it's the sequel or anything. I think it's just because they want to make current Netflix shit movies somehow redeemable by reminding people that there were good movies once upon a time.
That's good actor.
Like, I don't... Molly Ringwald did not have to be there, but she's there just to remind you that there are better films out there than this shit.
Completely agree.
You know what I think this is about? Like, 100% why they put Molly Ringwald in there is because a lot of people would be watching this film, like, 14-year-old girl wants to watch it, but suggests it for family movie night. And it's something for the adults to go on to.
There we go.
Is that Molly... That's Molly Ringwald. Oh my God, Mum goes and gets IMDb out. Yeah. That is Molly Ringwald. Oh my God, I didn't know she was still active.
My dad thought she was really sexy back in the day, and I really don't get that.
Oh yeah, I don't really see it.
I wouldn't call her sexy. She's cute. No, I don't know about sexy though. Yeah, dude, she's adorable in Breakfast Club.
She's cute.
But however though the goth chick was...
She's no basket case.
She's no basket case, exactly.
She's no criminal.
Dude, I did not like the makeover at the end of the Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
Why was she wearing a headband?
It just looked weird, bro.
Dumb.
They gentrified her, basically.
Yeah.
Damn,
They yassified her.
This podcast is actually going to start out as... all about 80s films.
Lord.
These are so much better, guys.
We'll be just like Netflix and just start doing 80s pandering, some nostalgia baiting.
So after Elle does go to the University of California or something to study video game production.
Random.
Yeah, what?
I know, right? Really, but also like as I'm thinking about it, you know how they kept on showing through the film her playing video games.
Yeah.
That's why they
over and
were
over again.
trying
it
to
makes
put
sense.
Easter eggs, but
she's
it still didn't
she's
make
a
sense.
gamer girl. Ooh.
She is a gamer. I repeat, a gamer.
Oh,
and
damn.
And
God-
then
God
Noah
help
being
us
a
all.
lawyer, it doesn't make sense.
Noah I think he fucking Saul Goodman. Oh my god. The second I saw him in the suit, I'm like, bruh. I love that he pulled up to like a school function, like a school fete in a suit.
Yeah.
That is such me. That is such me energy right there.
So we get teleported to 6 years later.
Yeah, Jesus.
I know, right? Where the fuck did that
They
come
just
from?
had to throw him in another kissing booth somehow.
And
Yeah,
they're going
literally.
to their
Why
high school
6
fete.
years? Why not like 4? So then it's after college.
No idea. Well, sometimes
Six.
like,
Law would. I don't.
yeah, no.
fucking know.
I think some.
Law, it would be another 4 after.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
courses would go on like way longer and all that. Yeah, with like medicine or law and all that, like
Yeah.
way higher up, the more important ones.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just...
Long enough to show that Lee and Rachel were still together.
Yeah, I love that
the
they.
flash forward was just completely unnecessary.
love
I
that
did
they
not
break
feel
up and then get
fulfilled
back together.
at all.
All green screened.
Oh
and
my god.
Green
gross.
screen.
And it didn't really sum up anything.
No, it's just like here they are older and like there's a nice moment between
yeah.
Noah and Elle. That's
But
it.
they don't get together. They're not like there was nothing.
I do
There
kind of
was no
like. I did
chemistry,
kind of. I did
nothing.
kind of like that they didn't get back together because I was very sure that they would, and I appreciated that. I did like.
I mean, they
it's
left
one
it with
good.
the idea that they could.
Yeah, they left it ambiguous, and I didn't think a film of a film on this level of quality would leave an ambiguous open ending.
Well,
Yeah.
I would really have
Bloody
liked
hell.
it a lot more if Noah like showed up with this fucking beautiful like wife.
Oh yeah.
I would, or
And
or
her-
husband. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Just like, just if you're gonna break them up and not get them back together, do it in a cool way. Don't make it so boring.
And Elle being
Fair,
okay
fair.
with that, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
showing that she has moved on.
She's
Yeah.
grown.
This
That
sort
she's
of-
grown. Yeah.
It's 6
The-
years,
the
dude. That's
look-
a long time.
The look that I think this is what someone said this, but like the way that she looked at him. And the way that they were acting was like that she has not moved on.
Yeah,
that is
true,
not
though.
satisfying. Then that's
Yeah.
a bad outcome.
Yeah.
That is
it's
a bad
something-
outcome.
It's something else, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
And like all that this cements to me,
Nothing changed.
all that this cements to me is that Rachel and Lee are together,
fuck. Yeah.
and that they're all alive. None of them died in their 6
Yeah.
years.
That's it.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
should just have one of them just look really disgusting.
You know what?
Like have a goatee or something.
I can't help but notice the 2 gay characters weren't in this flash forward, so they actually killed them.
Yeah.
Like
They-
in every other movie.
Holy fucking
They're
shit!
dead.
They went the way of the gay couple at the ending of It Chapter 2. Ugh.
Oh my
that's
God,
what
I
happened
know.
to them in between the
Yeah.
time jump.
Yeah.
They got eaten by Pennywise.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
the flash forward meant nothing, basically, guys.
Yeah, it really
It was
didn't.
just a shitty epilogue. It's like they saw what they did with Harry Potter with the 19 years later thing, and they're like, hey, we can do that. We can fucking make audiences cry with all these characters, these beloved characters that they've gone on this journey with. No, it didn't fucking
Nah,
work
we
at
don't care.
all.
We don't care.
Yeah, no, we don't.
None of
At
the
all.
characters are likable. I stand by this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Overall, like the film was like not as painful as I thought.
No,
but
this was definitely the most fun to watch.
This was a lot of fun, but it still wasn't very good. Just because it double backed on
Oh,
itself.
hell no. As
doesn't
a film, it doesn't work.
Like it doesn't know what it's standing
Yeah,
for.
no. As a film, it doesn't work. And the little crumbs of actual like
Sustenance.
of sustenance and like what's it called? Like yeah, well, whatever.
Like thematic, like
thematic resonance and all that, and like just like stuff that had good meaning towards it. You know, like
Yeah.
that. Like there were little crumbs of it, and I was like, okay, I appreciate this. Feed me more, please. But
Yeah.
like. At the
There-
end of the day, they didn't develop it enough, and it was too little, too late.
There was
for me.
absolutely opportunity for there to be a message in each of them, and they just bulldozed all over it.
Yeah, completely.
Like, they just went back so much. Like, it just felt... it just made them so irrelevant. Like, so irrelevant, like, story arc-wise.
yeah.
Yeah, it's something else, man. Bloody hell.
Are you happy, guys, to put Kissing Booth 3 to bed and we can quickly rank?
We're putting it to bed. I thought we were putting it down.
Yeah, we're gonna put it down.
Jesus
Take it out
Christ.
of the back and shoot it.
Literally.
So, do you mind if we'll go really, really fast through this?
Oh, wait, did
because
Tinker give a rating of this one?
Yeah, what about Tink's time?
I'm gonna
What about
do
Tink's time?
I'm gonna do Tinker time at the end of the ranking.
okay.
So
Ah.
that
It's part
we
of the rank.
yeah,
Okay.
it's part of the
Very
ranking
nice,
because
very
then
nice.
we do unveil his ranking.
Smart.
So my ranking, I'll go first, is that I think number 1 is the best because that's the most solid film.
Okay.
It's quite simple, but it's not fucking painful to get through. And at the end, I thought it tied it up in a nice little package.
Okay.
Then go number 3, because number 3, there were those crumbs you were talking about, where there is something meaningful to actually grab onto, but then they just double down. They
backpedaled.
Yeah, they backpedaled, and then they don't even know what they want to say.
Two steps forward, 3 steps back. Yeah.
And then 2 is just an over-cluttered mess that has nothing to fucking say, and you hate all these characters the most. When you shouldn't. You should hate them all the most in the first one, right? And see them slowly develop. No, they all degenerated in their final year of high school.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then...
Except maybe Noah. Maybe Noah did.
Oh, yeah.
Noah was fine.
Noah went to college and, matured. And,
Yeah.
and all the rest, no.
Yeah, not good. Not good. You want to go next, Shelley?
No, you can go.
Okay, well, the worst one for me is Kissing Booth 1. It's
the worst one.
It's the worst one for me. I don't like this movie. It was fun to watch, but I just feel like it's the most boring. I get nothing out of it. It's so fucking boring, man. It's the most by the numbers story, and I just don't it was just a sign. It was just giving me a sign of things to come. That it's just I was in for a hell of a time.
It's a little bit...
A hell of a time.
One hell of a ride.
Yeah.
It's sort of as reminiscent to me of Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1. The first Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie.
Okay.
And just how it's very sort of It's very simple and basic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Except, Wimpy Kid 1's good. But yeah, I did not care for Kissing Booth 1. Next on the list is Kissing Booth 2. Because Kissing Booth 2, it's not a good movie, but I kind of admire just how it doesn't work as a movie. There's too much going on. Like you said, it has nothing to say. And I'm kind of just amazed that this film exists, honestly. And that I can call it a film, quote unquote. Because, I don't know, I'm just sitting there just watching these characters make stupid decisions. And I'm just this is awful. But like a car crash, I can't look away from it.
I love that you've ranked these in worst to best instead of best to worst.
No, I'm doing them best. I'm doing them worst to best.
We usually do worst to best.
Yeah.
But, but I thought just because it was so quick, I'm just let's just get through.
And then number one's number 3 because number
now everyone's confused.
Number one's
number
3, but it's still as good as number 2.
Number 3 is the best one. Because I just had a lot of fun watching this. That's purely it. I just had a great experience watching this movie.
You're a film critic, bro. You gotta have objective.
Well, that's my object. No.
You really
I'm
liked
joking.
the mob dance.
No, I hated the flash mob scene. I hate it. I hate flash mobs.
Damn it, I've
they are
started
so
something.
fucking cringe. I don't like them.
And that's why this is your favorite Kissing Booth film.
Is it just because you don't like the song "Shut Up and Dance with Me"? Is that it?
No, I like that song, but hearing that, I'd rather listen to that on my own in my headphones, not in a restaurant where jackasses are just dancing around on my table. It's I could be divorcing my wife. And I'm sobbing, and then just some dickheads just start dancing, and I'm like, can you fuck off, cunts?
I think he secretly really liked it.
I think he is upset that he has never been invited to partake.
That's it.
Come on, guys.
It's all just jealousy.
Yeah, it is.
His coming out,
It's me coping.
So do you think it's the most fun out of the 3?
Look, it's the most fun out of the 3, and
you enjoyed the DLC.
I did really like the DLC, and also I do enjoy what the movie had to say about moving on and growing up and all that.
And you really enjoy how it just backs over it.
I really enjoyed the fact that it
don't get it twisted. It doesn't work, but what they tried to do, I appreciated. Just they really fucked it by the end.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, God
so
bless.
True.
And Charlie, how about your top 3?
Come on, speaking of God bless.
So, as a person that loves to hate movies and that pretty much only watches terrible films, and they're the best of the best, I think the second one was the best one.
Oh my god!
So the second one was my favorite one.
I am dry heaving in my brain.
Only because I think that there was so much going on during this movie that I couldn't be distracted by how bad. I was distracted by how bad it was. I didn't have time to think about how many storylines are going on, or how cringy this is, or how much I hate everyone, because there was so much to freaking unpacked. And I kind of liked that. I shouldn't, but I did. And I really liked, because this is a movie where everyone can agree with me that Elle sucks shit. Okay?
Hardly.
She is the worst. And I love that everyone agrees in the second film. So it makes me feel validated.
Something that Charlie never gets.
Something that I just simply do not get.
Yeah.
And then the first one. The first one is just iconic. It's just so bad. And it's so cringy, and there's so much wrong with it. but it is the iconic first movie, the build-up, the one that actually has story to get to.
The one that started it all. We almost said it in unison.
We almost
you
did,
fucked
and
it,
I
Rhys.
stopped.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys were trying so hard.
Fuck, that sucks.
Oh my god.
That's so upsetting.
It was almost as bad as the kissing booth.
And then I absolutely hated the third one. Like, I didn't even love to hate the third one. I thought nothing was worth watching in the third one.
Oh my
It was
God.
just terrible. And
so cruel.
I know. But I just think that there was no story. It's
too bad
There
for
was
the-
no
for the
arc.
s- oh
There
my
was no
God.
development. There was no nothing. It was just a movie about going to the beach and going to college. Cool, great. And then just nothing after that.
It was pretty epic.
It was just... I kept wanting it to be over. That's how I can rank it as the worst one.
Like a
I
toxic
wanted
relationship.
it gone.
Jesus, a bad film that even Charlie
Even
hates.
I don't want to watch it.
Jesus.
The first and second one, I can watch those for sure. The third one, I never want to see it again.
But isn't that fun that this is our first ranking where we have a third person, and we all have different rankings.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Mine goes 1, 3, 2. Kane goes
3, 2, 1.
Charlie
And
goes.
I go 2, 1, 3.
Yeah. So that we've all got our unique combinations, but none of those opinions matter because the only one that does is Tinker.
Tinker time.
So Tinker's his approach on number 3. He says that Kissing Booth 3 beach house scenes needed to be directed by James Cameron. That's all he said.
What? Because
Can't argue that.
James Cameron is known for abusing his staff. And because a lot of his movies involve water, basically he just wants James Cameron to almost drown the cast members.
But guys, get
Thank
this.
God.
6 out of 7.
What?
Are you fucking serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he gave it 6 out of 7.
No
You
fucking
know why?
way.
It's because all of our commentary made it bearable.
So his
That's
ranking,
the only reason
probably.
why. Because I've seen these movies without you guys, I have an actual unbiased opinion based on experience.
You know what's really, really
God.
fun about this? His combination is 3, 1, 2. His favorite is 3, then goes 1, and then 2 is his least favorite.
That was yours, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, yours
Mine
is 1.
1, 3, 2.
Oh my god, that's a fourth
we are all
person. That
different.
is
That's
completely
fucking
different.
insane.
That's
That is
so cool.
Unreal. And like, there's only 3 of them. There's not a lot of
And
combinations
we've
of numbers
used all
there.
of them.
I think that we've done every combination.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is also not a bit either. Like, this isn't like part of the script or whatever. This is like genuinely like our rankings just happen to be like.
There's actually 6 combinations. Going back
Well, we've
to
used
year
4.
11 math methods.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut up about maths, mate.
Yeah.
I dropped that shit, alright? I don't ever want to hear about you talking about numbers again, alright?
So it's like that we did.
All
I don't want to
right.
hear about numbers anymore. So,
None of that on my table.
That's not why we're here.
So it's really like that we had 2 guests for this entire
True,
franchise.
yes, we did.
And like overall, as a franchise, I thought it would be far more hollow, or at least like not even go for anything.
Yeah, wouldn't have anything to say.
I thought it would be like a freaking stick of butter where there was nothing to latch onto, and you would try and grab it, and it would just like slip out of your hands.
Yeah.
Have you been touching a lot of butter, Rhys?
Oh, I have been making some butter recently.
Dog with the butter.
And the unlikable characters make it hard. Like, that's what
Oh,
makes
yeah.
it so difficult to get through this franchise.
But that's what makes it so easy to talk about. How
Yes,
much you
yeah,
hate
exactly.
everyone.
Like, look, here's the thing. These movies are awful, but we did get a lot to say out of this. Mainly, a lot of it complaining, but still.
Yeah.
We're doing a public service for making these episodes shorter than they need to be.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
These
oh
are
my
still
lord.
quite long, to be honest.
Well, how long have we been? How long have we been
Yeah,
going?
like
42
42
But
minutes.
But that's like average. Yeah, that's like an average
Well,
marathon.
the first one I think was over an hour.
Oh,
No, it wasn't. No.
It
But,
felt like we went on for a while with the first one.
does anyone have any other closing thoughts? Because the sun has been slowly moving closer and
Yeah.
closer into
I
exactly my
will-
eyes.
Look, I'll wrap up by just saying these movies actually pleasantly surprised me, not gonna lie. Because, like you said, I appreciate that there was, like, they did have tried to say some things in these films.
They just fucked it up.
They just either didn't develop it enough, or they did it and then immediately fucking backstepped and completely disregarded what they were saying. I hope that all the actors in these movies have better careers post Kissing Booth.
Absolutely.
Jacob Elordi's already doing pretty alright for himself.
Yeah.
Joey King's doing pretty okay.
Joey King was just then in like a big blockbuster film.
Lee is absolutely going to be swept under the rug and never heard from again.
You reckon? I reckon that he'll be in these sort of films.
Nah.
No, that's not a good. Even if he is in these sort of
old.
films, that won't be a good thing.
He's getting too
he'll
old.
be bad.
Yeah, he's 20. He's 25. That's too old. Damn.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be 25 in 2 years, and that's when I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm old. I'm just trying to think about retirement.
Time to retire.
Time to retire. I'm gonna die alone. Oh
well,
no.
I'm excited to see Marco's movie that's based on a book.
Where he is
later on, where hopefully there will be smut. I'm so excited for him to be gay. Oh, so exciting! I'm pumped.
How come you don't direct? How come you don't direct it?
I will absolutely force you guys to watch this film for sure.
I really think, Charlie, that there has to be people to make these films, and I couldn't think of anyone better than you to make them.
Yes, but then do I really want to be associated with horrible films?
Yes, you do.
You already are.
I am making it so right now by putting this on the internet.
Charlie, you might as well just commit to the bit and just like not only be known as the girl that has horrible movie taste, but also makes horrible movies as well.
I might as well.
Your online presence now is reviewing 3 Kissing Booth films on Marathon Me, and also your 2.1 million readers on Wattpad.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever reach those numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever
really
reach 2.1 million views.
I really hate that.
Well, too bad. We are not going to shut up about this to you now.
So
well, I'm a celebrity.
remarks.
I don't know if you guys know this, but still.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you're
first celebrity.
You're
guest.
about as much
Jacob
of a
and Carl do not count.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my lord.
They're only they're more closer to home celebrities.
Yeah.
In our own lives.
They're homegrown heroes, basically.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we'll leave you off with that, everyone.
God bless you
It has
all.
been a pleasure to have you on the podcast, Charlie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Even though you told me to shut up multiple times, fuck you. That's why we're never having you on the show
we also
again.
grilled Rhys a few times too.
Yeah, but
I feel
but
like
that's
I
funny.
really carried that.
Yeah, but like if you offend me, then like I'm like I can't take that.
I think you absolutely can.
My ego is so fragile that
He
you
leaves
say
this
one.
podcast knowing that he wants to cry later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck down cry now.
Well, I feel very honoured that I'm able to live a life when I can record a podcast with two of my favourite people on this earth.
Aww,
bless
him.
I love you.
Bless him and bless all you lovely people at home.
And to think
God
that
bless.
it all started
with a fucking kissing booth.
God bless you all.
And don't forget to check out our Facebook page at Marathon Me Official, all one word, and our Instagram, MarathonMe_official, to keep up to date on the podcast. And hey, if you want to get into contact with us, email us at marathonmepodc, yes, the letter C, @gmail.com. Like podcast without the arse.